Virat Kohli, Ishan Kishan guide India to a 7-wicket win over England to level 5-match series 1-1 with Rati Hills Ishan Kishan for his stupendous knock in debut. The third match will be played tomorrow at the same venue. Tamil Nadu CA Bhavani Devi creates history, becomes first ever Indian fencer to qualify for the Olympics. 27-year-old qualifies for Tokyo through adjusted official ranking method. Sports Minister Kiran Rijiju congratulates Indian fencer for the achievement. In English Premier League, own goal by Craig Dawson gives Manchester United a 1-0 home win over 5th place West Ham United. Leicester pull clear in top 4 battle. Tottenham Hotspur lose to Arsenal. Legend Pele congratulates Cristiano Ronaldo for breaking his record of goals scored in official matches. Portuguese star hits a hat-trick for Juventus in a 3-1 Serie A win over Cagliari to bring his total to 770 goals. Very good evening. My name is Abhishek Mahajan and welcome to Sports Buzz. We'll start with India-England series. India made a roaring comeback against England to level the 5-match series 1-1. India regrouped quickly after the defeat in the first T20I and played a well-calculated game to defeat England yesterday. India will be glad to see the effect made by debutant Ishan Kishan, who played a forceful 50 as opener and gave the hosts a blistering start to chase the total of 165. Kohli remained not out on 73. More in this report.
India would look to continue its winning run in the 5-match T20 international series when Virat Kohli-led side takes on England cricket team in the third T20 at Ahmedabad on Tuesday. The men in blue made a roaring comeback in the second T20 match and defeated England by 7 wickets to level the series. However, KL Rahul's form at the top of the batting is still a concern for the team and he may get dropped from the India playing 11 for the third T20. The Indian captain surprised everybody by picking 2 debutants, Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav, in the India playing 11 for the second T20. While Ishan Kishan made a statement by sending English bowlers on a leather hunt, Surya Kumar did not get a chance to bat as India overhauled the target easily. It is expected that both the players will get an extended run in the tournament. Meanwhile, Rahul, who scored just one run in 2 matches, may get replaced by vice-captain Rohit Sharma at the top of the batting order. England, on the other hand, missed the services of Mark Wood in the second T20 and he might return to England playing 11 for the third match. The visitors may rejig their batting order and push Ben Stokes up the order as the southpaw seemed to be out of sorts at number 6. The England team management might include Moeen Ali in the playing 11 to counter Rishabh Pant and Kishan. Sports Desk, DD India.
Right, everyone was saying that it was a problem of plenty for the Indian team for Virat Kohli to choose 11 from 19 players, but it will be interesting to see whether Rohit Sharma plays the third match of the series or not. But India regrouped quickly after the defeat in the first T20I and played a well-calculated game to defeat England in the second one. India will be glad to see the effect made by debutant Ishan Kishan, who played a forceful 50 as opener and gave the hosts a blistering start to chase 165.
Ishan Kishan impressed quite a few, including captain Virat Kohli, with his well-placed 50 on his T20 debut on Sunday. The Mumbai Indian star went after the England bowlers, but he adopted a calculated approach, displaying the maturity of a senior campaigner. Right from the word go, Ishan Kishan looked at ease. It seems as if the young wicket-keeper batsman took to international cricket like duck to water. He was hitting the likes of Tom Curran, Jofra Archer and Adil Rashid to the fence, but he was in complete control of what he wanted to do. He was calculated, not reckless.
Obviously, जब एज अ क्रिकेटर मुझे लगता है जहां से हम लोग आते हैं उसमें एक नहीं बहुत ही लोग का रोल होता है. रोहित भाई ने मुझे यही बोला था आज मैच से पहले कि तू जा रहा है, तू ओपनिंग कर रहा है, कोई टेंशन नहीं लेना है. जैसे तू आईपीएल में फ्री होके खेलता है तो बस वही चीज कर. तो मेरे दिमाग में ऑलरेडी वो चीज था कि आई डोंट हैव टू टेक एक्स्ट्रा प्रेशर ऑन माई सेल्फ. ऑब्वियसली एज अ फर्स्ट गेम थोड़ा मैं नर्वस था अंदर जाते टाइम, But end of the day, you know, when you see कि आप अपने country का कपड़ा पहने हुए वो pressure actually हट जाता है वहाँ पे, and all you want to do is give your best.
More often than not, a big hit was followed by rotation of strike that put off the English bowlers' plans. Ishan picked the right bowler and played with the field, displaying the maturity of a senior campaigner as early as his T20 international debut. With his captain at the other end, there was no dearth of guidance for Kishan, who made the most of the opportunity that came his way in the T20 World Cup year. Ishan Kishan has dealt with world-class bowlers while playing for Mumbai Indians. He had hit 516 runs in 14 matches at a strike rate of over 145 in IPL 2020 as he showcased his versatility by batting both at the top and at the middle order. It was not surprising to see Ishan dominate the opposition, but to do it on an international level takes a lot of clarity of thought, and it seems the youngster has it all. In fact, Ishan became only the second India batsman after Ajinkya Rahane to hit a 50 on T20 debut. And Captain Kohli was certainly impressed with the way the young opener went about his business on Sunday. Ishan has put himself in the mix for the opening slot despite the heavy competition in the India squad. He might have to make way when his Mumbai Indians captain Rohit Sharma returns to the playing 11. The left-hander has made sure that the team management will keep his name in the reckoning in the T20 World Cup this year. Sports Desk, DD India.
Right, like we said in the report, Ishan Kishan completely dominated the opposition. He scored 56 in just 32 deliveries and hitting 5 fours and 4 sixes. And the 22-year-old showed maturity beyond years as he stitched a 94-run stand with captain Virat Kohli, despite his opening partner KL Rahul getting out for a duck in the first over itself. And Ishan Kishan's innings of 32 balls and 56 set up the stage for India to chase down the target of 165 with comfort and ease. And with Kohli smashing 73 runs in 49 deliveries, India chased down the target in 17.5 overs, 13 balls to go, with 7 wickets in hand to level the series 1-1. And Ishan's quick-fire knock was laced with 5 boundaries and 4 maximums, like we said, and his fearless batting against the English bowlers impressed the experts of the game. And talking about social media, Twitterati hailed the young batsman and lauded him for the efforts. So this is what Ishan Kishan said in a tweet after the game, and this is what former India cricketer Virendra Sehwag said: a young keeper batsman from Jharkhand promoted up the batting order and proving his caliber. This has happened before. Love the fearlessness and attacking batting of Ishan Kishan. And this is what Hardik Pandya tweeted: these two superstars stole the show. Far collision symbol, welcome to international cricket. Ishu. This is the nickname of Ishan Kishan. And former India cricketer VVS Lakshman also took to Twitter and said, well played Ishan Kishan, loved your fearless approach. And Harbhajan Singh was also not behind. This is what he tweeted: young man Ishan Kishan. And Yuvraj Singh said this: what a dream debut for Ishan Kishan, absolutely fearless about his game. That's the beauty of playing IPL at a young age. You just used to the atmosphere and you go and express yourself. And skipper is back with some class of his own. What a knock. Keep going, youngster, flex biceps, surely a great future ahead. All the best. This is what former India cricketer Yuvraj Singh tweeted, and he is also playing a Road Safety World Series in Raipur. And what a knock by Ishan Kishan, and we expect to see more of him in the coming 3 matches. Moving on, Mithali Raj, captain of the Indian women's ODI team, achieved another milestone in the 4th ODI against South Africa. She has become the first woman cricketer in the world to complete 7,000 runs in one-day internationals. Mithali made this record, as soon as she completed 26 runs against South Africa on Sunday. She has scored 7,019 runs in 213 ODIs at an average of 50.49 so far, while at number 2 is former England captain Charlotte Edwards. She scored 5,992 runs in 191 one-day internationals at an average of 38.16. Talking about Vijay Hazare now, Mumbai won the Vijay Hazare Trophy for the 4th time. They defeated Uttar Pradesh by 6 wickets in the final that happened on Sunday. And with this victory, Mumbai jointly became the second most successful team in tournament history after Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has won this tournament 5 times, while Mumbai and Karnataka have won the trophy, Vijay Hazare Trophy, 4 times each. And also not to forget, Mumbai captain Prithvi Shaw became the first player to score 800 or more runs in a season of the tournament. He scored 827 runs with the help of 4 centuries in 8 matches this season. Moving on, Tamil Nadu's CA Bhavani Devi has become the first ever Indian fencer to qualify for the Olympics. The sabre fencer secured a spot in the World Cup in Hungary after the host lost in the quarterfinals of the team event, allowing South Korea to progress to the semi-finals. Bhavani Devi, who has qualified for Tokyo Olympics through the adjusted official ranking method, and 2 individual spots were up for grabs for the Asia and Oceania region based on the world rankings as on April 5th, 2021. She is ranked 45th and occupies one of the 2 available slots based on the ranking. And speaking in Rajya Sabha, Union Minister of State for Youth Affairs and Sports Kiran Rijiju said that government has taken several steps to boost winter sports in Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Let's listen in what he said.
लद्दाख और जम्मू कश्मीर और जितना हिल स्टेट्स है जो विंटर स्पोर्ट्स का संभावना है उसके लिए पहली बार हिस्टोरिक स्टेप्स उठाया गया है और विंटर गेम्स दूसरे चरण शुरू हो चुके हैं लद्दाख में भी जम्मू कश्मीर में भी। तो इसलिए लद्दाख में माननीय सदस्यों को भी सिर्फ आप ही नहीं पूरे हाउस के सदन के मेंबर्स को भी मैं रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा कि आप जब भी जम्मू कश्मीर लद्दाख जाएंगे तो आप स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज जो सरकार ने कदम उठाए हैं उसमें आप जरूर जाके देखिए, आपको भी अच्छा लगेगा कि इतने सारे कदम हमने पहल किए हैं और लोग पसंद भी कर रहे हैं।
Right, and Sports Minister also said that over 100 Khelo India centres have already been functional in Jammu and Kashmir. In addition, Vaishno Devi Shrine Board has also been accredited to Khelo India Sports Centre.
2 स्टेट खेलो इंडिया सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस हमने घोषणा किया है, एक श्रीनगर में होगा, एक जम्मू में होगा और दोनों का डिसिप्लिन्स अलग अलग हैं। पहले से ऑलरेडी इस्टेब्लिश स्पोर्ट्स अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया का सेंटर वहां पे जम्मू में भी है और श्रीनगर में भी है। उसके अलावा अभी हमने 40 छोटे छोटे सेंटर्स जो ब्लॉक लेवल में होंगे, 40 सेंटर्स का ऑलरेडी खेलो इंडिया के तहत सैंक्शन कर चुका है और हमने घोषणा किया है और 60 टोटल 100, ये रिकॉर्ड है सर आपका जानकारी के लिए, सदन के लिए भी। 100 स्मॉल खेलो इंडिया सेंटर्स ओनली इन द यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर हैज बीन ऑलरेडी डिक्लेयर्ड एंड वी विल ऑल्सो इस्टेब्लिश सम मोर इंस्टीट्यूट। जैसे मैंने कहा सर, जो अभी मैं अप्रैल में जा रहा हूं तो उसमें कई जगह मैं विजिट करूंगा, उसमें बहुत सारा जो हमने घोषणा किया है। उसके अलावा वैष्णो देवी श्राइन बोर्ड जो आर्चरी में वो बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, वो लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर उसका चेयरमैन है बोर्ड के, उसको भी हमने खेलो इंडिया में एक्रेडिटेशन दे चुके हैं और साथ साथ में हम वहां में और भी युवाओं के लिए और ट्रेनिंग कैंप लगाने के लिए जो भी मदद होगा हम और देंगे।
He also added that Jammu and Kashmir has performed well in football and has a great potential. Minister further said that government will promote football as a priority.
Kashmir has amazing potential in football, particularly as honorable member was asking. They have performed exceedingly well. The Kashmir team, it's exceedingly progressing well in all level of football. In the national league also, they perform very well. So keeping that in mind and looking at the interest of the Kashmiri youth in football, we have decided to promote football as priority along with all other sports. And I'll be going to Kashmir again in just after this session of parliament, and we are going to launch some more programs in Kashmir because winter is over and summer is coming. So we will start summer sports, water sports, and particularly football will be one of our main agenda.
Right. Legend Pele on Sunday congratulated Cristiano Ronaldo for breaking his record of goals scored in official matches. Portuguese star Ronaldo hit a hat-trick for Juventus in a 3-1 Serie A win over Cagliari to bring his total to 770 goals. The 36-year-old took to Instagram to tell his 270 million followers he could now claim their record, having matched Pele's 767 on March 2nd. Brazilian great Pele wrote on Instagram to his 5.8 million followers, "Congratulations on breaking my record of goals in official matches. I admire you a lot. I love watching you play, and this is no secret to anyone. My only regret is not being able to give you a hug today. Cristiano, life is a solo flight. Each makes his own journey, and what a beautiful journey you are having." Pele, the only player in history to win 3 World Cups, has claimed to have scored 1,283 goals in total, including in unofficial matches. Ronaldo's goals include 668 for club sides, 5 with Sporting Lisbon, 118 for Manchester United, 450 for Real Madrid and 95 for Juventus. He has also scored 120 goals for Portugal. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp does not expect centre-back Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez to feature at Euro 2020. They are both out with long-term knee injuries. The Reds boss said he was planning for the centre-backs who have been out with serious knee injuries for several months to be available for pre-season training in July, and has been given no indication they could be ready sooner. Netherlands captain Van Dijk has not played since October as he suffered a knee injury during a match against Everton. On the other hand, England's player Joe Gomez underwent knee surgery in November. However, both players have started running under the rehab program. However, neither of them are close to full fitness at the moment. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp does not expect Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez to play at Euro 2020 this summer, and Klopp said the Euro Championship starts on June 11, which seems to be quite early. And the Red Devils boss is about to enter the final year of his current contract, but he has secured an agreement on a new deal amid several Old Trafford changes. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has won a new €9 million a year contract at the Manchester United, and Ole Gunnar came to Man U in December 2018 in place of Jose Mourinho. Sources at Old Trafford say talks are set to begin any day on a new deal for the Norwegian, with his current 3-year contract set to click into its final year later this month. Man U's performance under the guidance of Solskjaer has been phenomenal this season, and Man U currently sits second in the Premier League, even before United's comfortable 2-0 Manchester derby win over bitter rivals City at the Etihad. Woodward publicly praised the steps made under Solskjaer to shareholders as the club's latest quarterly figures were announced earlier this month. Tennis now. Daniil Medvedev claimed a 10th ATP Tour title after edging unseeded Frenchman Herbert 6-4, 6-7, 6-4 in a tight Open 13 province final on Sunday in Marseille. Russian Medvedev hit 13 aces and saved 4 of 5 break points en route to lifting the trophy, his 6th at indoor hard-court events, after a 2-hour and 11-minute battle. On Monday, Medvedev will rise to number 2 in the ATP rankings, overtaking Rafael Nadal and becoming the first player outside of the Big Four to sit second since Leighton Hewitt in July 2005. And for the first time since 2004 and 5, the UEFA Champions League quarterfinals will feature neither of the world's 2 best players, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. While Ronaldo and Juventus exited the competition in Turin at the hands of Porto, Messi and company were seen off by the superstar bandwagon Paris Saint-Germain in Paris. With Messi at age 33 and Ronaldo now 36, there has been plenty of speculation that the era of both players dominating the European scene has ended. This season's Champions League has seen 2 players in particular emerge as potential successors to the dominating duo Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland.
Both Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo have bowed out of UEFA Champions League before the quarterfinal stage of the elite competition for the first time since season 2004 and 5. In a Champions League season where Messi and Ronaldo renewed football's biggest rivalry almost after a decade, both icons of the beautiful game have achieved a forgetful feat together following the early exits of title contenders Barcelona and Juventus. Neither Messi's nor Ronaldo's club will feature in the quarter-final stage of the Champions League season 2020-2021. No goats in the Champions League quarters. For the first time in 16 years, both Messi and Ronaldo have together failed to make it to the top final 8 of Europe's elite club competition. The 2004 and 5 edition of the Champions League was last season when the teams starring Messi and Ronaldo failed to secure their respective spots in the quarter-final phase of the prestigious tournament. Porto stunned Ronaldo's Juventus. Ronaldo's Juventus were stunned by giant killers FC Porto on Wednesday in their 10. Sergio Oliveira's extra-time free kick confirmed Ronaldo's third straight knockout round exit with Juventus. PSG outclassed Messi-led Barca. A day after Juventus' shocking elimination, Kylian Mbappe-inspired PSG avenged their 2017 trouncings at the hands of Barcelona by registering a 1-1 draw in their backyard. Though Messi netted a stunning goal in the second leg, the little magician missed a crucial penalty to help PSG qualify for the quarterfinals with a 5-2 margin on aggregate. What happened in the 2004-2005 season? Messi was still playing for Barcelona when the Catalan Giants were outclassed by Jose Mourinho's Chelsea in the last 16 of the Champions League during the 2004 and 5 season. Messi's arch-rival Ronaldo represented Manchester United when AC Milan thwarted Red Devils' bid of entering the quarterfinals at the time. The 2005 edition of the UEFA Champions League was won by Steven Gerrard-led Liverpool. The Reds had upstaged AC Milan in the famous Istanbul final on penalties to lift their 5th European crown at the Atatürk Olympic Stadium. Sports Desk, DD India.
And it happened again. Juventus spent big on Cristiano Ronaldo to win the Champions League, and for a third straight season since, it's not happening. Juventus has been eliminated in the quarterfinals and twice in the last 16. Inevitably, questions will be asked as well as about Andrea Pirlo, who was appointed Juventus coach last summer with no experience. So Ronaldo and Pirlo facing uncertain futures at Juventus.
Juventus spent big on Cristiano Ronaldo to win the Champions League for a third straight season since it's not happening. 3 years ago, Juventus paid 100 million euros for a 33-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo, apparently on the logic that his guaranteed goals would propel the club the extra step to Champions League glory. Since then, Juventus have been eliminated in the quarterfinals and twice in the last 16, the latest instance Tuesday's extra-time ouster at the hands of FC Porto, playing with 10 men for over an hour. The gamble has failed and Ronaldo played a critical part in the away goals defeat that accompanied a 4-4 aggregate show. Since signing Ronaldo, Juventus have been outplayed by Ajax in 2019 quarterfinals and been dumped out by Lyon in the 2020 last 16. Ronaldo has 1 year left on his contract, but barring something remarkable next year, the experiment has failed. When he dropped deep to find possession, he looked slow, heavy-legged, immobile. He was a forward who needs service. That is understandable enough given his age, but that only provokes the question of why a 36-year-old is being paid more than the next 4 highest players at the club put together to lumber around ineffectively. Eyebrows were raised when former Juventus midfielder Pirlo was named manager of the Italian Giants last summer, despite the World Cup winner having no previous managerial experience. His side's results this season have been, to put it lightly, inconsistent. Juventus are in the final of Coppa Italia, but in the league, the side, who has won 9 Italian league titles, looked a shadow of their former selves. With the gap to leaders Inter Milan at a worrying 10 points, Pirlo's position at the top has repeatedly been brought into question. An expected home winner over Porto would have temporarily silenced critics. Instead, the voices against the former Juventus and Milan midfielder are expected to get louder. Sports Desk, TV India.
Talking about EPL now, Manchester United and Leicester City strengthened their hold on top 4 places in the Premier League with wins on Sunday, but Tottenham Hotspur's hopes diminished as they lost at Arsenal in the North London derby. An own goal by Craig Dawson gave United a 1-0 home win over 5th place West Ham United after Leicester City had thrashed visiting bottom club Sheffield United 5-0 to briefly go second. Tottenham had the chance to go 5th but lost 2-1 at Arsenal despite a stunning Eric Lamela goal. The Argentine produced an exquisite Rabona in the 33rd minute to put Spurs in front, but was later sent off after Martin Odegaard's strike and Alexander Lacazette's penalty had turned the game around for the Gunners. In the day's early kick-off, Brighton and Hove Albion secured a valuable 2-1 win at Southampton to move 3 points above third bottom Fulham in the battle to avoid relegation, with 4th place Chelsea drawing and 6th place Everton losing on Saturday. United and Leicester had the chance to put some daylight between themselves and the teams directly below them in the table. And former undisputed middleweight world champion Marvelous Marvin Hagler has died at the age of 66. The American, widely regarded one of the greatest boxers ever, reigned as the undisputed middleweight world champion between 1980 and 1987.
One of the great middleweights in boxing history, who ruled the ring for 14 years and fought on boxing's biggest stages, has died at the age of 66. Regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters ever, his stunning record of 52 knockouts and 62 wins sees him ranked among the boxing's heaviest hitters. Marvin Hagler, quiet with a brooding public persona, fought 67 times over 14 years, finishing 62-3-2 with 52 knockouts. His chin was perhaps his greatest asset, with just 1 knockdown scored against him in 67 professional fights, with even that still hotly contested by fans and pundits. Hagler once said, "If they cut my bald head open, they will find one big boxing glove. That's all I am. I live it." Hagler was unmistakable in the ring, fighting out over southpaw stance with his bald head glistening in the lights. He was relentless, he was vicious, stopping opponent after opponent during an 8-year run that began with a disputed draw against Vito Antua Formo in 1979 that he later avenged. He fought with a proverbial chip on his shoulder, convinced that boxing fans and promoters alike didn't give him his proper due. He was so upset that he wasn't introduced before a 1982 fight by his nickname of Marvelous that he went on to court to legally change his name to Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Hagler has been part of some of the biggest matches in fight history, with blockbuster bouts against the other members of the Four Kings, Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, on his profile. He retired with a 62-3 record and 2 draws, with the 1987 split decision defeat to Leonard his final fight, and the one that remains one of the boxing's most controversial results. The controversy was took race when Marvelous Hagler stopped Thomas Hearns in a fight that lasted less than 8 minutes. This epic still lives in the boxing lore. 2 years later, Marvelous Marvin, who was paid $19 million, was so disgusted after losing decision to Sugar Ray Leonard, left the ring in disgust and never fought again. He moved to Italy to act and really never ever looked back. Former undisputed middleweight world champion Marvelous Marvin Hagler made 12 successful title defenses and famously won the classic fight known as The War when he beat Thomas Hitman Hearns in April 1985. His wife Kay announced his death on the Facebook page for Hagler's fans. Hagler was born in New Jersey and moved with his family to Brockton in the late 1960s. He was discovered as an amateur by the Petronelli brothers, Goody and Pat, who ran a gym in Brockton and would go on to train Hagler for his entire pro career. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame and World Boxing Hall of Fame in 1983. Sports Desk, DD India.
Right, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Well, that's all we have in Sports Buzz. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.